We're doing a bit of site prep for when all the hordes arrive to plant trees in another 40 minutes or so, yeah.
I'll have a waddle there, I'll have a waddle.
Acupuncture my way along here on the foredune. Main beach, Byron Bay, and we're looking at a kilometre of beach that's being regenerated here over the last 13 years now.
We come down at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning, third Sunday of each month.
Hello. Lovely trees to be planted in the dunes for everyone to enjoy eventually.
And we do a little OH&S and a bit of socialising, and then we head out for about 40 minutes to an hour of garbage collection, depending on just what the state of the place is like. After New Year, we devoted a whole morning to rubbish and collected, I think it was 5 cubic metres of mostly bottles and cans. So we've got serious issues with our recycling. And then around 10 o'clock, we head into the dunes and do the regens.
There's so many other environmental groups, you know, and that it's this thing that happens in Byron is it gets spread a bit thin. And this has been going for 16 years and it's really effective. You know, they're doers, and that's one of the things why I love this. I suppose it's probably inherent in my nature is that I'm a nurse, like we're practical people, we just roll up our sleeves and do it. And that's what happened with this group a long time ago. They realised there was a lot of people talking, but it's really good to be actually doing something.
I'm from the Byron Bay Scouts. I'm working on the green and clean, and I'm planting the plants in the holes that we've made, and we're doing some dune care, and I'm doing it for my the highest award in grade in Scouts that I'm working on, and this is one of the things that I need to do.
This beach, as a lot of the other beaches in New South Wales, was sand mined in the early days, and had quite a lot of the vegetation was destroyed initially to do that. It has a sort of a varied ability to come back on its own. We're talking really long time frames for it to regenerate naturally, and there's quite a lot of disturbance here all the time by people, storms, etc.
So all of the plants that we put here are called pioneer plants, like they're the strong, tough ones that can handle being open and exposed, to just get a sort of vegetative area established so that we can, then the birds will come and start dropping seeds and it'll naturally revegetate, which is what has happened. Most of these have been planted by this group.
This year, since February, we've had another ½ a metre rise in the dunes, and that's why you see a lot of dead stuff along the front here from the salt winds and the sand blast. Yeah, but it's all coming back really well. So
Wonderful. Fantastic.
We usually get between a dozen and 15 volunteers. There's probably a core group of 10 who come pretty much every month.
And backfilling so that eventually the plant's sitting in a hollow like that. It's quite a deep hollow.
All right, great.
And that's it.
It's a mobile landscape. There's always things that are coming and going. We've got more sand. We've lost a whole lot of wattles to the extreme conditions. So today we'll be replanting this elevated foredune, and then we'll enjoy a barbecue and cold drink after that. So it's a nicely rounded sort of morning that we have.
And also it's a great opportunity for me to come through the hills to get to the beach for a lovely day as well.
The Green and Clean grew out of, a couple of us were involved with Tidy Towns in Byron, and that had been going for a number of years, and we had some new input, some new people helping us coordinate, and together we decided that a different format might work better for us. So we set up Green and Clean Awareness Team and involved town businesses in sponsoring what we do. And I think a big thing for us is the social benefits for our volunteers. So the fact that you can create a whole new circle of friends who are interested in giving something back to the planet.
We're really restoring this bush, and we give the bush a little bit of help, and then the bush does its own thing and all comes back and gets really happy, and the birds bring in the seeds, and it's a lovely thing to do.
It's pretty fun because like you get to just like plant them and then just get to know that you're like doing something that's going to help the environment.